What's up, good people? David Taub here, co-founder of NextLevelGuitar.com. How you doing today? Hope all is well, and I hope your guitar journeys are going famously. Today I'm going to teach you a minor scale, natural minor scale, and I think you're really going to like it. You know, most guitar players tend to learn like the minor pentatonic scale. That's like their first scale, and that's a logical choice to learn first because it's probably the most common scale used over most genres of music. But the natural minor scale is an incredibly versatile scale, and you could use it in just about, again, in any genre of music. Now, the natural minor scale is a great scale, and it's going to do some different things for you that minor pentatonic won't do. There's a little confusion when someone says minor scale because there's three different kinds of minor scales. There's the natural minor scale, there's the harmonic minor scale, and the melodic minor scale. When most people say minor scale, they're usually referring to natural minor scale. So that's the one we're going to key in on. You also might have heard this called pure minor or the Aeolian mode. Aeolian mode, pure minor, and natural minor, they're all the same. But when you hear someone say minor scale, it's usually referring to natural minor. I always say, when I say minor scale, natural minor, just to avoid confusion between the other kind of minor scales. Now, this is a 7-note scale. Minor pentatonic is a 5-note scale. So the minor pentatonic scale actually takes its 5 notes from this natural minor scale, but we're going to add 2 notes. We're going to add the major second, and we're going to add a flat sixth. So by using this scale, you get the benefit of those 2 added notes, and it allows you to play 3 notes per string. Because if you're just using minor pentatonic, unless you're using the minor pentatonic, adding the blues note, making it the blues scale, you're only playing 2 notes per string, right? So you're only playing intervals that are either, you know, a whole step apart, 2 frets, or a minor third apart, 3 frets with that. Well, the great thing about the minor scale, natural minor scale, is it's going to give you these half steps. So it gives you much more lick opportunities as well as different bending opportunities to do very melodic half-step bends. So I'm going to play this in the key of B. I'm going to start it at the 7th fret on the low E string. Now this is just one position we'll have time for. Obviously you want to learn this scale over the whole neck of the guitar, not just play in one position. But this is a nice position to know because the root note you find with your first finger on the low E string. So I'm going to play it in the key of B. So I put my first finger on the low E string B note, 7th fret. It sounds like this. So we're kind of coming out of that box a little bit. Let me show you the scale up close. You're going to play on the low E and the A strings on the 7th, 9th, and 10th frets. And I use 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. Then on the D string, 2 notes, just the first and third fingers on the 7th and 9th frets. Then go a half step back, and on the G string you're going to play the 6th, 7th, and 9th fret. 1, first finger, second finger, 4th finger. Then you do that first, second, and 4th finger, but go back up a half step on the B string and play the 7th, 8th, and 10th frets. And on the high E string you're going to play the 7th, 9th, and 10th frets. So real slow you have this. Descending. Remember, that's in the key of B. To play this scale in the key of A, remember your root notes, where your root notes are. B's. If you wanted to play it in any other key, just find the root note on the low E string. Let's say I wanted to play this in A, play this A minor, play the same shape, but instead of starting on the B note, just go to the A note, which is at the 5th fret. Same shape. If I want to play it in C, move it up to the C note. That's at the 8th fret low E string. Same shape. Now that's key of C minor. So this root note tells you what key you're playing it in. Always know your root notes and where they are all over the neck. So anyway, just practice that scale up and back. Get comfortable with it. Muscle memory. Right? Now you know the scale, let's look at some of the hip bends that you could do with that scale. Starting on the high E string, you know, we're playing in the key of B, so you're playing at the 7th, 9th, and 10th fret. So a great bend is to bend that 2nd or that 9th up a half a step. So we're bending the 9th fret up to the 10th fret. Check that bend. That's a great bend. And then of course you could bend the 10th fret up to the 12th fret. That's a whole step bend. And make sure you always bend in pitch. Check that your bends are in pitch. Now on the B string, you're playing the 7th fret, 8th fret, and 10th fret. So with the first finger, you got a beautiful half step bend from that 7th to the 8th fret. And make sure you check that bend. So that's a great half step bend right there. And then also with your pinky, you could bend that up a whole step, the 10th to the 12th fret, a whole step. Now on the G string, we have a great bend with your first finger because on the G string here in the key of B minor, we're playing on the 6th, 7th, and 9th fret. So that first finger, and I like to bend that down on these first finger bends, pull down. Resolve it to the B note. So again, I'm bending that 6th fret to the 7th fret. Check that bend. That's a great bend. So there you have great string bending, and practice your bends in pitch. If you can, hook a tuner up to your guitar and then watch the needle if you're not sure, and you'll see that as you're bending it, you'll see if you're bending too much or bending sharp or not enough. And that'll really dial it in.